I'll bring you all the latest as it happens.
All right, Raymond, thanks so much. And Democrats are starting to show a little unity, calling for Biden to drop out. Congressman Adam Schiff joining the list, and the two most senior Democrats in Congress are also turning on Biden tonight. A source confirming to Fox that both Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries pushed for Democrat officials to delay their efforts to formally nominate President Biden as the party's nominee, successfully adding a few days to the process that many rank-and-file Dems felt was overly rushed. Joining us now, Kevin McCarthy, former Speaker of the House, who knows this process intimately. Speaker McCarthy, tell us about this moment for the Democrats. What's next?
Well, I think when you see Adam Schiff doing this, it's not Adam Schiff, it's Nancy Pelosi. She controls it. And why she's doing it, she thinks Hakeem and Schumer are weak leaders. So remember what she said a little earlier, where she literally said Biden needs to make up his mind when he already has. I think that's more Obama and Pelosi behind the scenes trying to make the push. And after this assassination attempt, Biden believes this is the moment he can secure the nomination, move the vote up before they go to Chicago. No Dem had come out until Adam had done that. That's why Pelosi had pushed that out there.
So you think there could be actual disunity within the Democrat Party about what should happen next? Is that true?
That's true. The only way Biden gets off the ticket.
It looks like a pig pile right now.
Yeah. Biden has to say, I'm off. And what they're trying to do is give him all the push to make that decision, but he's not doing it. Remember, Obama jumped him for Hillary when he was the VP. I was with them one time in the Situation Room. I could tell how mad he was. And then he runs and wins. He believes he's the only person who can win.
And everyone should remember how impossibly stubborn Joe Biden is. I mean, I remember him since the confirmation battle with Justice Thomas.
Yeah.
He is stubborn, and he's deeply insecure because he knows that people think he's not that smart.
They make fun of him.
And it has a chip on his shoulder.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm going to show them, I'm going to show Obama, or show Pelosi, Hakeem, whoever it is, that he has momentum because he's in place.
And remember when he's president and he brought President Obama back? His own staff flocked to Obama, and he was left walking around not knowing where to go.
So what would be the process, though? I mean, he would
have to relinquish his delegate. But remember what they did. He literally got the party to change their rules. They took away the debates.
Yeah.
They pushed people off. They made South Carolina the first primary, so he would be locked in, so others wouldn't want to run.
Mr. Democracy.
Yes. And, okay, if democracy is on the ballot, you can't switch him out, because you're letting a few decide that.
Thank you for saying that, because so few have. They've made this big push that Donald Trump is anti-democracy. He's going to rip the whole system apart. He's a dictator. Meanwhile, this guy won all these votes. He won all the primary support, and now they're like, no, we're going to cut the rug out from under you, pull the rug out from under you.
They are so afraid of President Trump winning, afraid that he'll do to them what they have done to all of us. They change the rules. They go after him with the DOJ. They do everything they can, but it only has made him stronger.
Mr. Speaker, this is so filled with drama and so filled with unity here, and it's great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.